We are back with...
This is Sky Striker Mitsurugi for the Utah Primal Yu-Gi-Oh format.
Utah Primal Yu-Gi-Oh! And what is Primal for people who haven't heard of that yet?
Yeah, so Primal is a format. It has special rules. The main gimmick is that you can only summon 6 times. It is link summons don't count towards that, but you can only summon 6 times and has a custom ban list to balance around that. There's a bunch of decks that are really, really good, but the overall power cap usually makes the format a lot healthier. I've been really enjoying this format. So this is the deck I brought today. I won our big win-a-box tournament with it. So this is what we're doing.
Do you want to show the box?
Yeah, absolutely. So
there it is, brand new set.
Yeah, Battles of Legend. Here we are. It's pretty sick.
Legend says that if Jared picks your box for you, you're guaranteed a full art, and he has not been wrong one time yet.
It's true. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
All right, let's run it.
Yeah, so first we've got the Striker cards. I've got Striker Mitsu. I'm playing a little bit heavier of a Mitsu package compared to a Striker package. I've got 2 Ray, 1 Rose, 3 Engage, 1 Linkage since this card is limited. I would play 2 otherwise. 1 Drones. I could play 3 of this card. This card is bad. 1 Lemnis Gate, because you got to get recursion going and the card's good, and 2 Anchor. These ratios pretty standard. I could go up on Ray, I could go up on this if I needed, but consistency isn't a huge issue, and I don't know. I think deck's pretty good. I really like these ratios for Primal format. Playing more linkage would be cool, but I mean, since it's limited, there's only so much you can do.
Yes, deck was crazy for a minute.
Yeah. You could play a Jamming Waves on top of this if you need more, but honestly I found the Anchor and the Gate take care of all of your situations that you need, and Marakumo fixes the vast majority of those kinds of situations.
Awesome. And to get ahead of the comments really quickly here, linkage is limited. This is not a mistake. This is not player error. It is limited in this format.
Yeah, you'd probably play 2 of this. Maybe in Primal you'd play 3 if you could. I don't know, but I'd play 2 probably.
Gotcha.
But I can only play 1. As far as next engine goes, our Mitsu cards. We've got, I'll put this at the end, 3 Purification, 3 Prayers, 2 Ritual, and then our monsters. We've got Habakiri, Marakumo, Saji, Aramasa, Kusanagi, and then the 3 Mirror, 3 Pre-Prep. This is a pretty big package. I based these off of Dinka Bui's list from a few months back. I actually topped at an advanced regional last weekend playing this deck with very similar ratios. I think these Mitsu ratios with these Striker ratios are they're perfect. They're
golden.
The only thing I'd change is a second linkage. They're just exactly what you want. They get the exact number of starters. The bricks aren't too bad. Second Marakumo is here. You could probably replace this with a Futsu, but this was here just as a side effect of Cool Tune. Cool Tune isn't super prevalent in the format anymore since the recent list addressed it, but it still is around, and I also ported this from my advanced list, and Cool Tune's very, very prominent there. Overall, I wouldn't change any of this. The big thing is you've got these 3 are starters, these 3 are starters, these are starters, this is a starter, this is a starter, these are starters, this is a starter, this is a starter. So consistency is really not a big deal. Playing some extra bricks is fine, and it's happened all day today where I'd draw a Ritual, and then later on in the combo I'd draw one of the names, or an Aramasa, or a Saji to add prayers, and then Prayers Surge, and it just it gets you everything. But getting extra rituals and extra names is just super, super useful. And then we've got the non-engine. Talents and Thrust for going second, going first. 3 Droplet, because this card's insane. 1 Called By, because going first, this card's insane. And Tears in the format. 2 Vision for extra draw power with a Pot of Greed as well, since this card is legal in Primal. And then I'm Scared of God, so I played 3 hand traps. 2 Ash and 1 Fua. This card's really good going first, Ash. And in Primal overall, as a hand trap's not bad either. Fua's there because there's random FTKs in the format that are bad, but they actually didn't show their head today, and I don't think they're actually all too good. They're only mediocre. But I was there'll be someone on some kind of combo slop deck this card will be really good for. And sure enough, someone was on Mitsu Raizio, and this card was insane in that matchup. Then we've got our extra deck. Pretty standard ratios, 1 Shizuku, 1 Hayate, 1 Amatsu, and then the quote-unquote bridge cards, you've got 1 Camellia, 1 Azalea, 1-0. This card's limited in Primal because Sky Striker's a menace in Primal since you can kind of skirt around the summon limit without having to worry about anything.
Yes.
So this card's limited, which really sucks. You really want to play 2 of this card, but you can't. 1 Zeke, just because you've got extra deck space without the 0. 3 Kagari. This is a mandatory 3-up in Primal because you've only got the 1-0. You need that card for as much recursion as possible. And then our generics, we've got Dynamondo, IP, SP. Dynamondo is good for removal. I made it a couple times. This card's crazy into the branded matchup. Even with branded hit, that deck is still good, and you need this card to be able to kind of take care of things, and it just comes up. IP is good. Occasionally, you'll get to, like, if you do your full end board, you just put an IP on top. Or, like, if you go and only have your Pyramidzu stuff, because, like, your Camellia gets impermed, then you make IP and you're good. And then 2 rank 4s. Dagars and Tornado Dragon. Baguska's banned, so I was like, I need a good rank 4, and there's like a bunch of random like trap and spell decks in the deck. So I was like, or in the format. So I was like, Tornado Dragon's pretty good for that. So I was like, probably the correct one to slot. And Dugaris if I need plays like turn 3. That's the main and the extra deck. I think these ratios are pretty standard. You could maybe play different than these 3, but I like these a lot. This card's really good. The draw power's crazy. Pot of Greed being legal is unbelievable. I cannot believe that. Just so much draw power.
It might need to go away.
It might need to go away, especially if you've got like Striker in the format. It is just so good. Pot of Greed, like this card. I drew I think twice today, and both times I won the game.
No, and that is experimental being in here, and so
yeah.
I think you've already answered the question that I wanted to ask, which was, how did you feel about it?
Oh, it's got to go. The game's
It's
so
broken.
sweet. Whoever draws Pot of Greed instantly is like way more seeded to win. Like this card's insane.
This might be the last format for Pot of Greed.
Oh, for sure. And as far as the side deck goes, we've got 2 Fua for like random combo slop decks, Judgment, 3 Lava Golem. This card I think is insane in Primal. You don't necessarily always need your normal because you've got Armasa and Ray, but you also have a million other ways to go through your combo without special summoning. And this card's good into Aeneacraft's pretty good in this format. There's what is that called? Assault Mode puts up a board that's super vulnerable to this. Malice is in the format. You can kind of just eat their Omni. Even though Malice is hit super hard, like that deck is hit really hard, but still, the life finds a way. Orcus is in the format, so it's pretty good for that. Like it's just got a bunch of random utility. Like if people are trying to put up unbreakable boards, that card just wins against everything.
Just eats them.
Yeah. 1 Duster, 2 Storm for back row decks. These cards came up all day. These cards are fantastic. I love these for Primal. 3 Retaliating Sea. Like I said, there's like potentially FTKs in the format and random like fusion slop decks because fusion monsters are really good in Primal. So I was like, Red Sea is probably the correct play.
Yes, fusions and rituals.
2 Lancia. Orcus is in the format, and that deck is really good because as it turns out, you can just barely get there at 6 summons. So like, I wanted something for it, and Malice also being around, I was like, it's worth a couple slots.
True.
And then 1 Hamp.
The searchable Lava Golem.
Yeah, I'd never add it. Like, theoretically, there's a couple like Towers decks in the format. Lunalight technically does exist, even though the Liker Dancer is limited. So like, you want something. If someone makes a Towers, you really need this card. Like, Branded can make Dogma, and if they make Dogma, you look at them really sad. So, this card you just kind of need. Oh, and then 1 Judgment, if I haven't already noted. Extra going first help. It's not like super mandatory, but I was like, I need a 15th slot that's good going first. Judgment fills that slot. I feel pretty good about this side deck. I'd maybe change these for something else. But like overall, this felt really good. Like this list felt clean all day. I only dropped 1 game of all my sets, and like this list just slaughtered. So yeah, that's the whole deck list, and that's it.
Looks clean. And speaking of the game that you dropped, let's talk about some of your matchups. What decks did you see today that were interesting?
Yeah, so round 1, I was up against this Magic-y, like, Ritual Fiendsmith slop deck. It was weird. It was alright. That deck was fine.
And Primite.
Yeah, and Primite. The problem with Fiendsmith this format is like you run into your summon limit really quickly. So even if you do your full Fiendsmith combo, you can't really do anything else on top. Fiendsmith I think is still good. You just have to be like picking your engines really carefully for it. I 2-0'd them, and then my next set after that was against the Mitsurugi guy. Game 1, I think I went first, and I just blew him out because this deck's end board's crazy. You just kind of like you draw like 5 cards, and you put up a Purification and like an Anchor and a Gate, and sometimes a second Anchor, and you've got 0 on field and Mirakumo and Prayers, and it's insane. Like this end board is oppressive.
And spells and traps in this format are very important.
Oh yeah. Like it's crazy. So I won going first because I was able to go full combo. Game 2, I can't remember exactly what happened, but I just blew him out. I drew well. I think I had Lightning Storm, and I just blew the back row and then fooed him.
I just blacked out for a second and won.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened.
That's how it be. Round 3 I was against Tearlament. Tearlament I think is a really, really good deck in this format, though I don't know if that's much of a secret. Kitkalos is legal, but everything's like limited. That deck was really good. Game 1, I was able to keep them off of like super big plays, so they kind of made a half board. And then game 2, they dropped that Grass Looks Greener, and that was terrifying. But I drew pretty well, so we went to like a grind game, and I was able to get them after like 30 minutes. It was horrifying. That deck is just
the experience traumatized me.
Headache,
but I got a box out of it.
Yeah, I got a box out of it. Headache-inducing machine. That deck is scary, but like, I don't know. It's like beatable. Without the millers and without like a good way to mill everything and having to summon them in, it's like kind of okay. I don't know.
But still something to watch out for.
Yeah, I'd watch out for that. That deck might be scary in the future.
At least Window's gone.
Yeah. Round 4, I was against Assault Mode. Assault Mode Pure with like 25 non-engine. That deck is weird. Game 1, they made their full end board by like my hand was unbelievable. It was busted. I had like double engage Pot of Greed Thrust, and like I think I top decked Prayers, and I had I had everything, and I like after a slight grind I was able to beat him. Game 2, he bricked but had enough non-energy to keep me off of like my plays, so I beat him. Game 3, I set up I didn't go full end board because my Camellia got impermed. And so I made a Pure Mitsu end board, and I judgmented a Lightning Storm, and then he went to evenly me, and I flipped Great Purification, and then he did his one normal summon, and I dropleted it, and then Mirakumo'd it, and then the game ended.
And then that's it.
And then the game ended. And those were my matchups today. A very diverse format. This format's like insanely diverse. Like this side deck, I kind of like picked a bunch of general stuff except for the Lancias, because I was like, I don't know. There's just so much that's playable. It's really, really hard to gauge like what you need to be playing in the side deck. It's so diverse, which is not a bad thing. It's really, really cool. Overall, I had a lot of fun. I think this format's in a really good spot right now, especially since a lot of the top decks have been addressed. Next time there's a box tournament, I'm bringing in FTK and I'm winning that box.
True.
Yeah, I'll bring the goo and the game will end.
Speaking of it being, because it is an open format, experimental, we're testing a ton of stuff out, but when the format does kind of centralize around these decks, we're usually pretty quick about addressing those. If this becomes the top deck of the format, what do you think the hit is?
I mean,
aside from Pot of Greed,
there's well, yeah, but I mean that card, that card, I'd play this deck even without that card.
Yeah.
That card's only whatever. Camellia is a hit that you can do if you want to stop stuff from being able to bridge into Striker, and I mean that's like decent, but I think the real, if you ban Camellia, I'll just play Pure Mitsu, and that deck's kind of insane. The real ban is this card. This card should not be legal. You can do Pure Mitsu, like the full Pure Mitsu combo in 4 or 5 summons, and since you've got the 6 summon limit, and you can then just link off into everything, this card's insane. You just get infinite advantage, and you get to set up an Omni, and a discard, and a board wipe,
and everything.
Key, and it does everything. This card's insane. It needs to go.
Wait, but if it gets banned, then you can't activate the Mitsurugi trap. You need all 3 of the rituals. The one that spins all the cards back into the deck. Oh no.
That's okay.
Yeah, I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, they'll live. So that's what I would hit, is probably the Habakiri. This is only my second top with the deck, though it's my second time winning. This deck probably is a problem. I'd say almost assuredly. Like, this is an advanced deck that's just legal in Primal.
Pretty much.
This is like near 1-for-1 the list I played last weekend.
Well, as we say around here, be the reason.
Be the reason.
Yep.
Be the reason.
If there's a deck that's too powerful, be the reason.
Be the reason it gets banned. Be the reason stuff gets hit. So.
But for now, congrats.
Thanks.
Deck list looks clean.
Nah.
Choices are solid. Player is good. Well deserved.
Yeah. Play this format. Come play Primal. This format's awesome. Shout outs
Yes.
to Maya.
Please appreciate. Shout outs to Maya.
Shout outs to Maya.
All right, we'll see you guys
Shout
on the
out
next one.
Sun Tzu.
Yeah, shout out Sun Tzu. Oh, and also because it's recent and it deserves to be addressed. Rip Simo.
Rip Simo.
The GOAT, the legend. He inspired a lot of us. He inspired us to do this. The progression series was one of the main inspirations. So shout out Simo. Shout out Crystal.
Shout out Simo.
Shout out y'all. We'll see you in the next one.